Well, the ANC's head of elections, Fikile Mbalula, is also about to brief the media in Durban, KwaZulu-Natal, on the party's January 8th celebrations and, of course, its election manifesto that is set to launch. We do cross live now to that, and we will return right after that.
Congress celebrates 107 years of its existence, not only as the oldest political party on the African continent, but as a people's liberation movement that carries the hopes and dreams of all South Africans. The pursuit of the ideals of the National Democratic Revolution to realize a united, non-racial, non-sexist, democratic and prosperous society remain the historic mission of the African National Congress and defines its character. The January 8th statement exemplifies a rich and proud tradition and is a platform through which the ANC connects not only with its members but with society at large. This 107th anniversary takes place against the backdrop of the 5th democratic elections later this year. For this reason, we will be unveiling the People's Manifesto, on the basis of which we will seek to renew our democratic mandate to take South Africa forward and build a better life for all. This briefing is therefore intended to share with you our state of readiness to host these two significant events in the calendar of the African National Congress. On the 8th of January 2019, as is customary every year, the ANC will release its January 8th statement to outline its priorities for the year ahead. This year, the January 8th celebration will be decentralized across all the 11th regions of KwaZulu-Natal province. The main event will be held at the Ohlange Institute at Inanda in the eThekwini region and will be addressed by the ANC President, Comrade Cyril Ramaphosa. Comrade Dudu will speak to the details of the events that will take place across the 11 regions of the ANC in the province of KwaZulu-Natal. Both the national and provincial ANC leadership will be deployed across all the 11 regions in KZN. Following the release of the January 8th statement by President Cyril Ramaphosa, the ANC will confer awards to its various structures, which will include its highest honor, Istwalande Siaparankwe, awarded to those who have made an outstanding contribution and sacrifice to the liberation struggle. Chief Albert Luthuli, Dr. Yusuf Dadoo, and Father Trevor Huddleston were the first to be proclaimed Istwalande Diaparankwe by the African National Congress. True to its character as the political home of the overwhelming majority of South Africans, the ANC leadership will be visiting and interacting with communities through a number of activities across the province as a build-up to the 107th anniversary. The People's Manifesto launched 12th of January 2019. The term of the 4th democratic government comes to an end this year, and we have to seek a renewed mandate to govern for another 5 years. As we go to the polls later this year, South Africans will be called upon to elect a government of their choice, both at national and provincial spheres. We go into these elections humbled by the trust South Africans continue to place in the ANC to transform their lives for the better. The road has not been easy, and we learned through our mistakes. Our manifesto is a product of a proud tradition of an extensive consultation process with the public and various stakeholders. Our leadership is engaged with South Africans from all walks of life and will unveil a manifesto that builds on the progress of the last 24 years and speaks to the dreams, hopes, and aspirations of every South African. Our manifesto launch will be held at the Moses Mabhida Stadium in this precinct on Saturday, the 12th January 2019. The stadium has a capacity of 85,000, and the People's Park and East-West will be used as overflow venues. We are confident that we will be able to fill these two capacity. Buses in excess of 1,300 have been organized to transport people from all provinces. Trains have also been organized to transport people from different parts of the KZN province. As a build-up to the People's Manifesto launch, a number of mobilization activities, including door-to-door campaigning and blitzes in different regions, are planned. These build-up activities will culminate in a People's Manifesto preview event to be held at Inkosi Albert Luthuli International Convention Center on the 11th of January 2019. Post the manifesto launch, the ANC will host a voter registration beach party as part of its many interventions to encourage the youth and first-time voters to register to vote. The beach party will be held on Sunday, the 13th of January 2019. That is the activities, and I'll ask Gugu to speak to the other events in all other regions in the province.
Thank you very much, Comrade Mbalula. Compliments to all of you colleagues and greetings to the leadership. Comrade Mbalula has correctly indicated that as part of the build-up to the program of the 12th, we are going to be having mini rallies, or what we call cake cutting ceremonies, on the 8th of January in every region in this province. And those programs are going to be officiated by the officials and NEC members moving forward, outside of the one that is going to be addressed by the President. I'll just go through the list of the different regions and you'll get a sense of where we are going. eThekwini, which is the main event of the National Executive Committee, will be addressed by the President, and the venue will be Central City Methodist Church, firstly in the morning, to go and have a prayer. From there, we then move to Ohlange School. That's where the big event is going to be held. After that, the cake will be donated to an organization called Abalindi Welfare Society, and the second one is Isigeshen. The second program will be held at Kahlamba region and will be addressed by the Deputy President. The venue is Umnambiti TVET College, which is at Ezakeni, and the cake donation will be done at Ekuvukeni Old Age Home. Third region is Inkosi Pambata region, and that will be addressed by the National Chairperson. It will be held at Umvoti Town Hall at 1. The cake donation will be done at Ikayalami Aid Center, which is in Ward 9. The next program will be at Moses Mabhida region, addressed by the Secretary General, and it will be held at Umsunduzi sub-region, Kaluza Sports Field. The cake will be donated at Mseni Old Age Home. The next region is Emalahleni region. The official that will be there is the Deputy Secretary General. The event will be held at Newcastle Farmers Hall, and the donation will be done at Siatutuga Drop-In Center, which is in Ward 6, Newcastle. Next program is at Musadlata region. That will be addressed by the Treasurer General, and the venue is Empangeni Town Hall. The donation will be done to Place of Safety, Ward 8, Ngwelezane. The next region is Herikwala, and that will be addressed by the NEC members that are still to be deployed. And the venue is Umzimkhulu Clydesdale Hall, and the donation will be done at Umzimkhulu Old Age Home. Mzala Nxumalo region, the former Abakulusi region, the program will be held at Pongolo Sub-Region Ngochane Community Hall, and the donation will be done at Buhlebemvelo Preschool. The next region is Lower South Coast region, and the program will be conducted at Esibanini Sports Field, which is in Umzumbe, and the donation will be done at Sacred Heart of Nature. Next region is Far North region, The event will be held at Kwamtuko, and a family has been selected by the region where a donation will be made, and the family is Kwatanda family. The last region is General Kizenga Panza region, formerly known as Greater Kwatukuza region. The program will be held at Ndwetwe, Mkezengwane Sports Field, and the donation will be done at Masibatande Care Center. So that is the 11 regions that we have. I also just want to explain that as the leadership, including the leadership of the National Executive Committee, while we accepted and we are very much behind the principle of donating the ANC cake and sharing it with the less privileged, we also decided that when we go and donate the cake, it shouldn't just be a cake that is donated. The ANC must make an impact when it comes to the lives of those that are suffering, of the poor, of the youth. So when we will be donating the cake, there will be other donations that will be done in the different programs that we'll be attending, depending on the needs of that particular area. And as we speak, the regions of the ANC are engaging with the different centers that we'll be visiting to establish what are the needs, and we'll then be able to donate whatever is needed on the day, together with the cake led by the leadership. Comrade Bax.
No. Thank you very much, Comrade Bax and Comrade Gugu. We will now allow colleagues to ask clarity-seeking questions. You know that as the oldest liberation movement in the continent and in the country, we were the champions of media freedom, press freedom, as the African National Congress. We pride ourselves with that. So don't feel threatened. We know nowadays journalists are targets of intimidation. But in the ANC, you are more than welcome. We would appreciate if we can focus on points related to the statement. You are allowed to ask questions. You just have to introduce yourself. I'm acting. I'm just in Hollywood. So when you are acting, you don't know everybody. So I would appreciate if we can introduce ourselves and just also state your media outlet where you come from.
All right, that's the ANC giving us a briefing, giving us a sense of what we can expect for the January 8th celebrations, and of course the election manifesto launch on January the 12th. And it seems as though there's going to be a lot of cake going around.
Yeah, a lot of cake and seemingly a whole lot of other goodies to be handed over as well when those donations are made.